Hey guys, welcome back to our review of Kamen Rider Go, episode, what the hell, 18?
19.
19? 19. We just got done watching this episode, and I'm 100% confused. Uh,
Yeah.
and it all comes down to the existence of Quiz. At first, my dumb brain thought, oh hey, well, it kind of makes sense if he's time traveling, because then he could have come before he got his powers taken, but if you get your powers taken, you get your powers ripped straight out of existence.
Yeah. And like White Waz was kind of implying that he brought him back.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a Quiz was kind of the way he was going about it, it was like it was of his volition to come back to the past. Like maybe he made a deal with White Waz and they're just not going into it. Like but it made it feel like it was his own power and his own choice that brought him back to this timeline. But then why would he be fighting another Quiz? Because that's something that the time jackers are also doing. And like right now, like this stuff could technically make sense, but it's not flowing as smoothly as I would want it to. Like
what would make sense to me is if, like, since there are two timelines and they're like ebbing and flowing in between both, and right now we're leaning more toward Gates's savior timeline. What if, like, this is the only way it would make sense to me, if both timelines had a Quiz and then one of them came from the other timeline.
One of them doesn't have a Quiz.
I know, but that's the only thing that would make sense in my mind. So what if the powers were stolen from Quiz in the savior timeline, and then that's the another writer, but then White Waz went to the AniMango timeline, gave Quiz powers, and then he went back in time. Because, like, what if he's from that timeline and he was given the powers by Waz?
In which timeline? The AniMango timeline?
The AniMango timeline. And then he came back from there.
I don't think so, because Waz would have knew about it. Because like this, like he's saying, like another new writer show up.
But it's White Waz changing the Oma timeline.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he affects that timeline, because that's
true. Yeah, he might not even be able to touch it.
Because like that's his like own timeline. So like even if you change it, it's technically making another timeline, not affecting that one. Also, I don't
maybe Waz.
One thing I really don't like about the Another Writers just in general right now is that they're making the Another Writers without taking the powers away from the original. For Shinobi, I think it made a bit more sense, right? Because he didn't really have his powers, because we're dealing with present day Shinobi who didn't have them.
Yeah.
And for this one, like okay, I kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's supposed to wipe it from existence, right?
Yeah, like he was like never
time. Yeah,
because like with like Gaim, it's not like he was Kamen Rider Gaim for like 3 days and then they took it away from him. He was like, it just, that wasn't him.
Yeah.
So probably the way the time jackers are like going about this is different because White Waz, and it doesn't make any sense in the context of the show because they haven't really provided us much context with whatever it is that time jackers are doing. Also, time jackers are stupid right now.
Yeah.
Because if like the amount of control they have over the situation, like they could easily meet their goal of making another like Overlord. I don't know why they can't just like freeze time and just kill Geo. They've done it to other people. Like, what's stopping them from doing it to this guy? So, like, maybe if they kind of like spell it out a little bit more, maybe if, I don't know, AniMango from his timeline, if he like senses something is up, isn't like come back in time and kick their asses or something. I don't even know.
I don't know, man. It's confusing, but they noted it. Like, they said, oh, hey, that's weird. Like, Quiz is still here. That's weird. So they're acknowledging it, but part of me thinks that we're not gonna get a good
Explanation.
answer. Yeah.
I don't think so. Like the way that like I don't trust Geo right now because he's just gonna like give me bullshit, smile about it, and we're just gonna move on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's talk about some of the not positives, but like anything else about this episode.
I don't know, man. Like this went from like ho hum to very confusing, and I like Quiz himself. I a lot of the dialogue he was given, I'm I didn't understand. Like I just don't understand the guy. Like he was speaking in questions, so he could answer them to use his dumbass power, but I
Yeah, his powers are like really boring. Like Shinobi's were also pretty boring, but like, hey, he's a ninja, he does ninja stuff. For Quiz, it's like I ask you a question, I'm right, you blow up. And it's like, okay,
yeah.
that's not fun. Also, like his intro, the lack of music, the lack of kind of like build up, and
Hmm.
like just him in general, like you probably had more like a different experience because you know him as like the Go Buster Red.
Not really. Not a greatly different experience.
Well,
That grew stale on me quickly because they didn't really do anything with his character in this.
oh, well, like for me, like I didn't know who he was, so just like, oh, some like filler character came out of nowhere. Like he looked like a background character to be honest. And he's like, I got a belt. Fashion, passion. And he just starts kicking their asses and seeing like Geo and Gaze kind of get tossed around right now, like yes, it's probably around time for the mid-season nerfs. But like it's boring. It's just it feels
Yeah.
everything just feels so flat. And that's the only way I can like really describe this episode right now.
But what wasn't flat was all of Gates's wardrobe. It was definitely all puffed out because he was very warm.
Yeah, and
Talk
just
about fashion passion.
yeah, and since like Gaze kind of like acts like a child, it just it's really amusing to see him kind of like swaddled in like the the extra protective
Yeah.
clothing and stuff, and he still
I
has that pouty ass face. I'm just like, I like that dude.
I did like how the director attempted to give him a moment of contemplation where he was like, I could easily take Quiz's powers right now, but I don't think I will. Like when he came downstairs and Quiz was asleep. I feel like that's what that moment was supposed to be. It was really hard for me to like understand that until later, but
Yeah,
I think that's what that was. I don't know. This just really wasn't great.
yeah, like that's probably what it was. Like I just had like so many other scenarios in that situation that I was thinking about. Like, maybe he just wants to snuggle up with him, or maybe he has trouble sleeping in his room, so sometimes he sneaks down on his favorite couch to get some, shut eye. And this guy just like sprawled all over it, and he's just like, I should just kill this dude in his sleep. And then like when the old dude kind of like walked in the morning, he's like, oh, he's still sleeping. He's like, what if Gage just like, just offed him? Our savior, fellas. And that's all I
Yeah.
got for this.
Yeah, me too. Guys, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Thank you for waiting for this episode to come out. We just wanted to wait for the overtime subs because it's personal preference, and we're just happy to get these subs in general, be it late or not. So thank you to overtime subs. Guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
See ya.
Cool. Well, we finished Geo, but we still have it for this week, actually. Like the actual one for this week.
Yeah, if it, pops up.
Yeah. But, at least